When it comes to Khartoum itself, it's the first time that the city's experienced this kind of all-out warfare. One resident still in the capital, who's asked to remain anonymous, told us that she felt hollow disappointment and that nothing about this conflict reflects the interests of ordinary Sudanese.
As I'm talking to you right now, I'm sitting on the ground. It's a scary situation. I've never seen Khartoum going through that before. And I'm someone who was born and raised and lived most of my life inside Khartoum. It is a conflict between two armed groups. I don't want to say the Sudanese army. This is between two armed groups for me. Both of them are trying to protect their own power and interest. And this has nothing to do with the democratic transformations that we were looking for because of the revolution that has ended al-Bashir's era. Everything we got out of that revolutions, this war is kind of wiping off, and I don't see any way out of this. If we're talking about negotiation, I would say the rift between the two parties has come to a point where one of them has to win this battle in their accounts. As they said, there is no winner, of course. But if we are thinking about a political negotiation, this has to be done by someone who can navigate a complex situation among parties like the army and RSF, and also the civilians, of course. And this person has to be backed up by the international community. I can't think of anyone else except the former Prime Minister, Abdullah Hamdok, because I think he got the personality that can help him to navigate through that. In which capacity he can do that, and how would that be realistic? Would they be accepting that? I've seen a sign from the military that they are okay to negotiate, but I'm telling you, I don't trust the military that much. The army has said a couple of days ago that they will be calming down, they will not escalate the situation, and then out of a sudden, the situation has been escalated, and people are now killed inside their houses. So I would say it's hard to believe either parties, it's just a situation where we just stay home and witness this show. Our life could be the cost of this, but we don't really think there is a path through this situation in the next few days. I think it might take even longer to find a solution. But I believe the international community should take action to protect the civilians, to protect the innocent people in the streets who have been killed in this amount. If the situation is going to continue for days in the same way it is going on right now, we will be promised by high tolls on the people's life that is more than the number of those who have been killed during the revolution itself, and more than those who have been killed during the military takeover that was lasted for the last 2 years. If the situation is going to be escalated that way, and if the military is going to keep using the military mechs and the weapons, the heavy weapons they have been using, and also if the RSF is responding to those with further aggression and violence, then we're probably going to see a real massacre taking place in Khartoum over the next few days. I hope the world is not watching silent. And I hope people will take action very soon, because this is really a critical situation.